Are you a fan of pro wrestling, comedy, and combat sports? Then we have the podcast for you because we cover that and much, much more.
Do you like to debate with your friends? Do we have the perfect segment for you? It's the 531, where we take any given subject, break it down to a top 5. From there, we debate it down to 3, and then into that number 1 spot.
If you want to get a hold of us, find us on our social medias. Search Working Fans Podcast on any major social media platform. And if you want to find the podcast, search for us on any major podcast platform, as well as YouTube.
Working Fans Podcast. We put in the work so you don't have to.
Happy Halloween, everybody. We've been doing 31 horror movies for 31 days, and this is your 31st. Today, we are going to be talking the Marvel Studios Halloween special, Werewolf by Night. And I've been talking about Halloween Surprise, and that is because on most days, we've been bringing you one movie a day. Today, we're going to be bringing you multiples. We've got Werewolf by Night. Later on today, you will also catch 31. We're going to be doing the 1940s horror movie, The Phantom of the Opera, and I've also got Lords of Salem in the queue here. I'll probably do another one or two. I'll see how many I get done tonight. But I want to do a little something extra for you. Now, originally, the whole plan had been to have Brian Solomon on, since he had done some books about horror movies, and bring him in for that, that Halloween surprise. But as the month drew on, it got, a little harder to review these things. And I figured, you know what, I'll just do, multiples for you on Halloween. So Werewolf by Night was directed by Michael Giacchino, came out this year, and got a TV 14 rating. There's no box office information for it. So IMDb describes this movie as, on a dark and somber night, a secret cabal of monster hunters emerge from the shadows and gather at the foreboding Bloodstone Temple following the death of their leader. In a strange and macabre memorial to the leader's life, the attendees are thrust into a mysterious and deadly competition for a powerful relic, a hunt that will ultimately bring them face to face with a dangerous monster. Now, the cast on this: Gail Garcia Bernal plays Jack Russell, Laura Donnelly plays Elsa Bloodstone, Harriet Sanson Harris plays Verusa, Kirk R. Thatcher plays Jovan, Eugenie Bondurant plays Azrael, Leonardo Nam plays Leorn, Daniel J. Watts plays Barrasso, Al Hamacher plays Billy Swan, Corey Jones plays Ted, David Silverman plays the Flaming Tuba, and Rick D. Wasserman plays the narrator. Now, I really enjoyed this. Co-host of the show, the man they call Dave, had been recommending this for a while, asking if I had heard of it. And I hadn't. But when I saw the trailer for it, I'm like, I have to check that out. Now, I think the length of this movie was a huge plus. Now, I liked the whole aesthetic of it, the whole style of the movie. And I think if it had been any longer, it would have felt like it would have overstayed its welcome. I really like the ending to this, the way they utilized Over the Rainbow. And this got an IMDb rating of 7.3 out of 10. And what you're going to get now, it's coming your way. Those mid-show reads. We are brought to you by the Pro Wrestling Vault, Volume 1, written by Vinnie Barry, available at WrestleVille.com, where you can also pick up Lance by Chance, Wrestling is a Von Erich. Now, all the following books are available on Amazon.com, including Super Vows and Pas de Deux, written by friend of the show, Kevin Kelton. I'll Be Here All Week and All That's Left, written by Ward Anderson, as well as his stand-up special. Blood and Fire, the unbelievable real-life story of wrestling's original Sheik. How Not to Suck at Comedy, written by Pat Oates. Blood and Fire was written by Brian R. Solomon. And Matt Memories, written by John Arezzi and Greg Oliver. If you're an artist in Connecticut or the surrounding states and you're looking for studio time, check out the great people over at Connecticut People Records. And if you're on YouTube and looking for something interesting to watch, check out Dave and my commentary home of New Heights Wrestling, calling some of the best independent wrestling coming out of Florida right now. Now, the TV special directorial debut of Academy Award-winning composer Michael Giacchino. Giacchino had previously written the scores for the first Doctor Strange and the John Watts directed Spider-Man trilogy for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and was also a co-composer on Thor: Love and Thunder. He earlier directed one short and one animated series episode. This was Marvel Studios' first Halloween special. Among many creative reasons behind the use of the black and white filter in this film, the main purpose was to obscure the blood and gore in order to avoid a TV mature rating. In the comic books, Werewolf by Night and Man-Thing were members of the original Legion of Monsters, along with Morbius and Ghost Rider. Despite the movie's look and feel of vintage film cinematography, it was actually shot on digital with a black and white filter applied. Werewolf by Night film had been in development since 2001. Somewhere Over the Rainbow from The Wizard of Oz plays as the movie shifts from black and white to color. The same effect was used in The Wizard of Oz. Ted chasing Elsa in the labyrinth in slow motion mimics the scene where Hulk chases Black Widow in Avengers. And the final fact I got for you today is director Michael Giacchino and writer Heather Quinn said it was Kevin Feige's decision to include Man-Thing. Of course, I got to put on the mask and it's got to be all, moving around while I'm talking here, but wanted to do something fun, celebrate the holiday with you. And we have, a few more movies coming up today. Be safe when trick-or-treating or, celebrating the holiday later. And, thank you for joining us this month. We really appreciate you joining us for the challenge of being able to release a video a day for 31 days and even going a little above and beyond. So thank you. Please like, rate, review wherever you find this. Hit the notification bell so you get updated as soon as new videos come up. And, we will talk